Hi guys, Alternate Keck here. I haven't been making a lot of videos recently. Apologize for that. But I do want to say a few things here. I'm gonna try to squeeze a few subjects into one video. Also, I know I don't make that many videos. I just kind of make videos for fun and to vent. Don't really do it to get any kind of fame or make money or anything, but I am working on making some animations. I recently downloaded some animation software that I finally found one that I liked, and I got a pad, got a little tablet pad thingy to draw stuff on. I got some funny ideas that I'm working on trying to figure out how to use the open tunes, and I gotta work on drawing, and I'm terrible at drawing, so expect to see that hopefully by the end of the year. I'll have at least a rough animation out. It might not be the best, but let's get on to the main video. So, Blaire White supposedly, let's watch this segment. Let's watch this little section that I'm talking about.
Almost a year ago, and one thing about LA is there's a lot of work here, so a lot of other political commentators, other people who you guys know, I'm not talking about obscure people here, a lot of them either live in LA or they're constantly in and out for work, filming something, doing whatever they do. So I've met almost all of them. People I've either been on their show or on a show with them, or I went to a dinner with them, an event with them, or I became close with some of them. The amount of them that I've met that have told me either directly or in a roundabout way that's very clear that they don't believe everything that they say that they believe when they're on camera. A lot of them just flat out don't believe. They're just actors. They're just actors. I don't know how else to put it. I had one person who I went on their show, and I was in the green room, which is like the makeup room before you go on camera. The host of the show comes in, and it's like, hey Blaire, small talk. Hey Blaire, wanted you on for a while. So glad you're here. Nice to meet you. Let's take a picture, blah, blah, blah. They pull me aside and say, I just want you to know, Blaire, I don't feel any negative way towards you or trans people. I know we talk negatively of trans people a lot on the show, but that's just because it's kind of what the fans want. But it's just kind of where we're at right now. And I was taken aback because I felt like that's really fraudulent that you would feel the need to go on air and say something negative about trans people or transgenderism or whatever, but it's not really.
Picture. Supposedly there's all these fake ass people out there making money off us and everything, doing the typical stuff. I mean, you see it all the time on the news. I mean, Fox News is a good example of that. A lot of them aren't legit and they don't believe what they say, and I'm sure it's the same on tons of other places. But I mean, it's a problem and not a problem. There's a few things. Is Blaire White even telling the whole truth? She doesn't name any names. Oh, that's a terrible. Why did I get that still of her?
How you feel.
Okay, she looks a little bit better. She looks a little bit better there. But yeah, she doesn't name names. We need to know names. You can't just make this little catty video, little gossipy. Tell us who we support that's faking it. I think it's Ben Shapiro, because he's the only one who would do something like that. I mean, he's a Jew, and he's a proud Jew. No doubt he's Jewing his viewers. I mean, he does the whole shtick of, oh, I'm the sensible, logical, centrist kind of guy. I'm reasonable. And, nothing. I don't have anything against Ben Shapiro. I just think that he's the kind of guy who would just say negative things about something because that's what gets him money. And no hate on him. He makes money. He's good, and he does have a good message overall. And I really don't give a fuck if he is lying about hating on trans people, or if that's all she's talking about is a trans issue, then it's really not a big deal. And she needs to be more careful with her words, because she can give the wrong impression, because there's people on 4chan and stuff going like, oh my god, all the right-wing skeptic community and all of them are all faking it. And there's like infographics and everything of trying to tie this huge conspiracy of everyone having this huge gay orgy. I didn't save the image, but it's ridiculous. If you're on 4chan, you've seen it. So that's why Blaire White maybe should keep the cattiness out of her videos. Or at least, like, name names and be legit. Like, say more than this. Is she just talking about a trans issue, or is she talking about, like, they say it? What else do they say that they don't believe in? This whole 15-minute video, and she says that one part, and makes us all wonder, and she's just bringing up that trans thing. So that's about that, about Blaire White. Next, Google bias exposed in a leaked video. It's actually a little tiny bit tough to find this outside of a few outlets, at least as of the time I found this. I searched Google and I could not find it. I only found 3 videos in YouTube about this. A couple news outlets are showing this, but let's watch the video, part of it.
And pretty sad because of the election.
It did feel like a ton of bricks dropped on my chest.
Trump specifically, who I know many of us find very offensive.
And I've had a chance to talk to a lot of fellow Googlers, and people have said different words, similar concept, how painful this is.
Okay, that's all we need to see. How can a company this powerful that controls our information, they control so much of our information, and that's okay. They can control our information. You know, Google existing as a non-political entity is great. I 100% support that. I want them to look at the things I want to buy. I like it when I see ads for stuff I like. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. I might buy that. People are all in a tizzy about ads and their information being stolen for when you're on Facebook. If you're on Facebook, you're putting all your information out online. Remember when we were all kids? Or maybe not, if there's any kids watching this, you don't remember. But I'm 26 now. I'm not that old. But when I was like 10, 11, and the internet just started coming out, everyone said, don't put your information online. When MySpace came out, MySpace was a huge deal. Because we would all be getting chicks off that. We would literally just message a random girl. I'm like 15. I was 15 at this time, so I wasn't like a sex predator going after young girls. But no, like, I'm 15 and I'm hitting up these other like 15-year-old girls, and I would literally just go walk to their house, like walk an hour to their house, and hang out with them and get laid. And it's just ridiculous that people would be mad over their information being leaked or being used for research. Get over it. If you don't want your information online, it's your responsibility to hide your information online. Anything you do, it's your responsibility. Except in massive bullying, and like if a group is doxing you, yeah, that's different. They're putting your information out there. If you don't have it anywhere and they take it and they put it out there and you legitimately didn't put it anywhere, yeah, that's wrong, and everyone recognizes that's wrong, and there's a whole culture thing about that. It's not legal, but it's wrong, and people are against it. That's all there needs to be to it. There doesn't need to be any laws, but the fact that these Google guys are politically biased and they're talking about their bias, that is scary, considering how powerful they are. The government needs to do something about it right away. Like, right away. This is the most important thing in our life, in my opinion. The most important thing in our life is controlling these tech companies. Because they control all of our information. They determine our reality. I mean, we can try as hard as we can, but as we see, they keep clamping down, and the people with money are behind it, so they're going to succeed no matter what. People with money and power will succeed unless we become violent, and that's not good. we shouldn't have to become violent. And that's not going to be good for anyone. So, it's the most important thing to regulate them, because say even the left, the communists and stuff, do take over, they will still be beholden to the Google tech companies. The Google tech companies would even control any crazy political party that tries to take over, because they will be literally more powerful. So, that's about that. Now, the last thing, Article 13. Let's just go over Article 13 real quick. 1. Where personal data relating to a data subject are collected from the data subject, the controller shall, at the time when personal data are obtained, provide the data subject with all of the following information: the identity and the contact details of the controller, where applicable, and the controller's representative, contact details, blah blah blah. This is bullshit. Another reason why we need controller tech companies is because what if they follow these rules, which I don't think they will. YouTube, Google, any social media company that wants to be exempt from this should get all their servers over to America. Although I do sense that this will be very destructive to any game private servers and stuff like that. Any mods, pretty much this is going to destroy video gaming. If that's how I see it, because a lot of modding and private servers and fun stuff on the internet for games would be under copyright, and it would be all upon everyone outside of the European Union to do that. And it's not that big of a deal, but there is a lot of great modders and stuff in European Union countries. But America should 100% fight against this. Just ignore it. 100% ignore it. If European Union wants to make a big stink about it, hell, we should ban them from our social media companies. I think that'd be a good thing anyway. Imagine 4chan without Europeans. That'd be great. Yeah, we'd still have Canadians, but I'd rather deal with a Canadian or a Brazilian any day over some of those Europeans. But that's my little video, my little venting. Yeah, I always make this promise to you guys, but I'll try to make some more videos. I'm going to push hard to make some animation this weekend. Maybe I can get a little stupid animation done and I'll upload it. Might not be the greatest, but it's a work in progress, and I'll get better as time goes on. I got some really good ideas that I've been stewing on for over 3 years that I want to make happen. Hope you guys all have a great night.